Hello Universe, this is Earl Jandayan from BSTO1B. So for today's video guys, we will discuss all about country. So, if you said country guys, what comes into your mind? Maybe culture, tradition, what again? Cuisine, and especially tourist spot. We should learn and practice every country in the world so that we can suggest to our tourists and what's best for them. And speaking of country, the country that we will discuss today is all about Greenland. And this place or this country is kind of cold but comfortable. And this is Greenland. But first, we should pack our luggage and brace yourself guys and join me to venture Greenland. This kind of sounds like Miss Universe guys. Joke. Okay, let's go. So, here's my luggage guys. It's kind of big, like me. Let's open. Show you my stuff. Only one. So after that, let's proceed in meanings and symbolism of the flag in Greenland. Okay, bye. Hello, this is the flag of Greenland. The red and white symbolize hundreds of years as part of the Kingdom of Denmark. The circle in the middle represents the sun setting on the horizon and the light and warmth that return at midsummer. As of January 1, 2021, the population of Greenland amounted to 56,421. Greenland was located in the North Atlantic Ocean of the northeastern coast of Canada. Greenland is the world's largest island. It is bounded on the north by the Arctic Ocean, on the west by Smith Sound, Baffin Bay, and the Daly Strait, and on the east by the Arctic and North Atlantic Ocean. Greenland is considered as the world's largest island, but it also has one of the smallest populations, with a size of 2,175,600 square kilometers. That area is larger than the following countries combined: France, Germany, Spain, United Kingdom, Italy, Greece, Switzerland, and Belgium. The heart of a nation. Greenland's largest city and capital is fueled on fresh air, strong coffee, and diverse personalities, which is Nuuk. It is a city of vitality surrounded by immense nature and filled with vibrant Greenlanders leading fascinating lives of old tradition, modern twists, and diverse influences. So next is the culture, tradition, and beliefs. And the culture of Greenland is based largely on Inuit tradition mixed with a healthy amount of Scandinavian and Norse culture. And it is the dominant tradition which can be seen manifested in art, among other things. And hunting is viewed as a defining characteristic of Inuit culture, where they practice huge important Greenlandic life, even though we need the system living has largely phased out. The Kulit culture spread across Greenland. This culture was developed early kayaks, harpoons, and dog sled, either absorbed or supplanted existing existential culture. In terms of relationship, they were no stranger in fixed marriage, but most unions are by choice. Most marriages are monogamous, but some men do maintain marriages with more than one wife at a time. Rituals in holy places. Members of Greenlandic communities continue to practice a wide range of rituals handed down from their ancestors. These range from giving ritualistic thanks to bears, whales, and other creatures after they have slain by hunting expedition to taboos, on mixing food and clothing associated with the winter month with those associated with the summer season. Next is the death and the afterlife. The Lutheran religion is a practice in Greenlandic and Inuit nation based on the belief is based on the belief in the ultimate authority of God. It places great importance on the life of Jesus and the authority of the Bible, and emphasizes the doctrine of salvation through faith. Hi, and let's proceed in the art of Greenland. Okay, the Greenlandic word for art is this word, and which translated directly means to create things that look strange, or I will pronounce it, but I will try. Equimimitously neck. Okay, that's the right pronunciation. Okay, the inspiration for Greenlandic art and craft often originates from the wildlife and natural world, and often intertwined with the traditional beliefs concerning the spirit world. Next is you can also hear the sinister sound emanating from the creature when you look into its staring eyes and monster-like body. You will see on the shelves or on the desk in one town's craft shops or in the local tourist office, things like that. The creature in question is the Kutaa, a small figure endowed with a powerful mystical magic. And let me present you the pictures of the wonderful magical figures of Greenland. Okay, let's see. And the next part is the weather in Greenland. As you can see, Greenland has an Arctic climate with the average temperature that do not exceed 10 Celsius in the warmest summer months. The air quality in Greenland is among the best in the world. After the climate of Greenland, let's proceed in the language that they use in the country. The mother tongue and official language of Greenland is Greenlandic with Danish, functioning as a second language. Danish is a related new language in a Greenlandic context. First word is Tikilluarit. In English, welcome, welcome. Next is Alu, alu. In English, hello, hello. Next word is come on, come on. In English, good morning, good morning. Next word is Kutaa, Kutaa. In English, good day, good day. Next is Kunat, Kunat. In English, good night, good night. And next word is evening. Evening. In English, how are you? How are you? And the last word is kuyanak. Kuyanak. In English, thank you. Thank you. Delicacies of Greenland. First on the list is whale meat, or arfek kukoi. Whale is still symbolic to Greenlandic cuisine and an important meat source. It has been historically prepared and eaten in various ways. While meat is dried mostly as a way of preservation, it also makes a rather tasty protein snack similar to beef jerky in the US. More popular than whale meat is blubber, the fatty skin of whales which provide the rich vitamin C and oily fats of the Greenlandic diet. A local delicacy has a crunchy consistency despite being fat with a tough exterior skin and white layer of cartilage. A very sharply curved knife known as the ulu or woman's knife is used to slit up thick rubber blubber into bite size and which eaten with salt or soy sauce. Musk ox or umimak. The largest land mammal in Greenland is the musk ox, which can weigh up to 400 kilos, and the meat appears in a variety of forms from steak to soup. It is popularly served raw as a tartar in restaurants. Dried cod. Cod is abundant in the Arctic and such as is the main part of many cuisines in Nordic countries. The frigid waters surrounding Greenland are rich with cod and the fish is often filleted or smoked. In addition, elder sea duck is an essential fowl used in Greenlandic cooking. Elder sea duck is a large variety of sea duck that is often hunted between spring and autumn due to their winter migration. The male elder is a vibrant bird with a dark body and distinctly colorful yellow bulge above its beak. Lumpfish roe. The main fish to try while in town is the lumpfish. While not the most attractive fish, lumpfish, also known as the lump sucker, are the prime seafood in the region and they're larger than average stone-like roe with its delicious crunch and a local favorite, often served as an appetizer in many restaurants. And last is the Greenlandic lamb, or saba. Almost exclusively raised free-range, Greenlandic lamb is considered one of the best quality cuts of lamb in the world because of the clean and pristine condition in which they are bred. Most, if not all, of the lamb's meat in Greenland comes from the southern region of the country. Tourism of Greenland. First on the list, the Elisisat Ice Fjord, Greenland's most visited area and a UNESCO World Heritage Site since 2004. This amazing bird-strewn section of coast in Disco Bays where huge glaciers calve an expression meaning that icebergs break off from the glaciers and float out into the coastal waters. This is the perfect place if you're lucky enough to get in the timing right to witness this awe-inspiring natural spectacle which unlike other ice fjords in Greenland can be watched from land. After that is whale watching. It is one of the top things to do for visitors in Greenland is experience an up-close encounter with whales. Most of the fjords melt by May, June, and July are usually the best months for cruising among icebergs and whale watching along the breathtaking coastline. And next is the Greenland National Museum and its collection of hunting equipments, kayaks, carving, and Viking funds paints a vivid picture of life here from the earliest time. And also, the 500-year-old mummies of women and children was discovered in 1978 are so well preserved that some of the facial tattoos and various colors of the clothing material are still recognizable. The museum also hosts regular exhibition of geology and the arts. So after we went to the National Museum of Greenland, let's proceed the Northern Lights or the Aurora Borealis. It is often referred to as the biggest light show on Earth, and during your visit to Greenland, if at all possible, you shouldn't miss the incredible natural spectacle. If planning to visit for the sole purpose of seeing the aurora borealis, then make sure to travel in winter. There's a good chance of seeing the northern lights anytime between November and March, although December through February are the best month because the nights are clear. The northern lights are visible across Greenland. And next is the Tikilluarit hot spring. Hot springs are found throughout Greenland, but on the inhabited island of Tikilluarit, the springs are the perfect temperature for bathing. 3 natural heated springs merge into a small pool where you can immerse yourself surrounded by iceberg and stunning mountain peaks. After that hot spring, let's proceed into Viking ruins. Among the most things to see in southern Greenland are the remains of Eric the Red 1,000 years old Norse colonies. At their peak, it's estimated that something around 5,000 Norsemen lived throughout Greenland. Why that settlement died out remains a mystery. A visit to the site of the ruins is a fascinating journey back in time into the lives of hardy hunters gatherers. There are several Vikings ruins found in the region, including the So let's proceed into the Mother of the Sea. It was located in the water next to New Cathedral. The Mother of the Sea sculpture was designed by a popular Greenland artist. It is a reference to an Inuit folklore and legend about the Mother of the Sea to make sure that the fishermen do not take more than they need. And so let's proceed into the dog sledding and snowmobile tours. Exploring the wild landscape is one of the top things to do in Greenland, and the best way to experience the country's unique natural environment when snow is on the ground, which is the tour by dog sled or a snowmobile excursion. Here are the 5 facts about Greenland. First, the name Greenland means land of people. Second is, the kayak and igloo word are Greenlandic words that have been adopted directly by other language. Third, the Viking discovered the Greenland in the 10th century. Fourth, the Greenland hosts the Worldwide Championship of Ice Golf. Fifth, there are no roads in Greenland between settlements. Sixth, Greenland was described in Viking legends as green and fertile.